is going on, guys? Till Last Credit here, and today we're going to be talking about Death Stranding. Okay, this trailer, something I've been waiting for a year now, I think, because last trailer came out at the Game Awards. It actually came out at the Game Awards last year. It's pretty ironic, though, that last year's trailer and this year's trailer both came out. Both were shown at the Game Awards because Konami banned Kojima from the Game Awards back when that drama went down between them. But so we got a new trailer. It's our third look. Still no gameplay. Still no release. Just a totally cinematic trailer. It's our longest trailer. We've gotten two. I think it's around 7 minutes long, and the other ones were about 4. And I guess it raises more questions than it answers, but it does answer some questions that I've had, but I guess it does raise more questions than it answers. But Darren, you have been skeptical of this project, correct?
I wouldn't say skeptical, it's just not all that interested.
So, what were your thoughts on the first two trailers?
The first one, I was just like, okay. The next one, a little bit more intrigued, but still just kind of like, okay. So,
now, see,
they're not really something like, I watched them, I'm just like, okay, that looks interesting, and I don't really, like, it's not something that I watched, and I'm just like, I'm going to keep up with this. It's just like, I'm watching it, and then I'm done with it.
Yeah. So what did you think of the third trailer?
I really liked this one more because it had, it was more of a scene. It wasn't just like, here's some weird shit. It was actually like a scene. You can actually kind of put stuff together with like, okay, there's creatures. Okay, there's rules to this world. Like, don't breathe when they're around. I like that thing on their shoulder that keeps spinning around. I think that's a really cool warning device. It was very suspenseful. The performances, the very little ones we got were great. I'm glad we learned, we know what his name is now. His name's Sam. And it just, like, this trailer just felt like a cool pitch for a really weird sci-fi movie. Like, that shot where you see that giant thing and it swallows him and it blows up. And I think the crater he's standing at is the crater where the asteroid killed the dinosaurs. So I think that's another explosion he's talking about. So that was their extinction. Now it's our extinction. So I think that kind of stuff's cool. But I enjoyed this one. I'm still not on the board with the idea of like I need to buy this game right now because like I said, this seems more like a pitch for a movie or a television series more than just a game. But we'll see when we actually start seeing gameplay in 2035. Then we'll.
Kojima said it's going to be out for 2019, so it's going to be out next year.
Okay, well then he did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, well never mind.
He said it. He said it would be out before the year that Akira takes place, and Akira takes place in 2019.
Oh well, shit. Okay, well then never mind. When we start seeing gameplay this year, then I'll be more inclined. I mean, E3's coming up again.
I would actually, honestly.
Is this Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Could you imagine if he never shows anything but these cinematic trailers and just releases the game?
I don't think that's fair.
It'd be funny, though.
It would be funny. I mean, I still like the idea of him just saying, I've been making short films, and he just releases, like, there's never been a game. I've just been toying with you all the time. So, because, I mean,
what were you saying about PlayStation Experience?
He could be a very interesting filmmaker. Well, in a way, he is a filmmaker. But,
that's what he wanted to be, was a filmmaker. And then he got into video games and created Metal Gear Solid.
So I would still consider him a filmmaker because this is great. But, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, is this a PlayStation exclusive?
Oh, a PlayStation, I think so. You'll have to look that up, but I think it is.
If it is, then we could possibly see stuff at the PlayStation Experience. And
that's what I was thinking too. But the only thing that, because PlayStation Experience is this weekend, so that I don't know. That just seems kind of weird to show a trailer at the Game Awards and then show something else.
Well, I mean, gameplay.
At PSX.
They didn't show.
I mean, yeah, that's true. And I guess PSX is a lot bigger than the Game Awards, but Um, this trailer, it's basically it did the same thing for me that the first two trailers did for me. It just keeps getting me more and more intrigued. But I was on board with this from the beginning. I mean, there was no doubt about it because, I mean, Kojima, the man's great. I mean, the man's a genius. He created. I haven't played all of the Metal Gear Solid games, but I've played 5. I've played Phantom Pain, but I've read up on all of the lore, and I've watched all kinds of gameplay for all of these games. This man is a video game genius, and it sucks that we never got to see Silent Hills, but I'm kind of glad that, not necessarily glad that the thing with Konami happened, but I'm glad that we're getting an original IP rather than another Silent Hills game, because I think something like Death Stranding is what the video game industry needs right now. We need that new Metal Gear Solid. We need that new original franchise, something like, Horizon Zero Dawn. We need more of those, because a lot of the video game industry is just, it's sequels and, lacks a lot of creativity now. And I think Death Stranding is something that the video game industry definitely needs right now. But aside from that, this trailer, I mean, it's just the same. It's basically the same thing as the last two trailers. I mean, it's just a cinematic that looks just a long scene that just looks cut from the game. But it's definitely intriguing. The graphics look great. The motion capture with Norman Reedus looks fantastic. Performances from what we've seen look great, and it looks creepy. It looks
super
looks
creepy.
a lot. Yeah, it looks a lot creepier than the last two did. And do you think? I asked this question on Twitter, and I haven't really gotten a for sure answer. But do you think the guy in the suit that did the hand motion that was on top of the cart, like jumped down or whatever, do you think that's Mads Mikkelsen's character?
No. Because I watched the last trailer, he's not wearing anything. Because they work for the United States Bridges United something. And if you watch the last trailer, he's like, Mads Mikkelsen's guy is not wearing any of that garb.
Yeah, no, he did the same hand motion, and that's just why I was kind of like...
Oh, I wasn't
Yeah,
paying
he did,
attention to
yeah.
that. Well, then maybe, yeah. Well, okay, what happened after that? I'm trying to...
Nothing, it was just that one shot. It was
No,
just
but
that
like
one shot
because
of
they
him.
turned around and then he was gone again. Did a monster show up?
I think they were like footprints or whatever, and they all got quiet or something like that.
Okay, so hold on, I'm just gonna look at it real quick. Norman Reedus is floating. Everybody's fucking floating. That guy has a pistol. You're not well equipped. I did like how he shot. Did you notice how like that dude was aging?
Yeah, I did. That was cool.
I cannot find Mads Mikkelsen jumping on the thing. Hold on. There he is. Okay, he did. How do we know? That might be him, but you never know.
I mean, I don't know. That's just what I.
Well, he's like floating down and shit, so maybe that is him. Yeah, that might be him.
What I do like about this trailer, though, is that at least it kind of gives us some answers. We know that the baby was inside Norman Reedus and that the aliens cut out the baby.
We know that?
God, that sounds so weird.
That does sound weird.
Well, I mean, the baby was inside Norman Reedus, okay, and then the first. Did you rewatch
Yeah, because
the first trailer?
I saw that he has a cut in his stomach, but like.
Yeah, he has a cut in his stomach.
Okay, but
and he's
here's
completely
my
naked.
theory though. Here's my theory though, and this is like going because they're carrying around babies. What have we yet to see in any of these trailers?
I don't know what.
A certain what do you need to make a baby?
A woman?
Exactly. And what have we not seen in any of these trailers?
A woman.
Exactly. So what if well, okay, but
But
what
this is
if
a children of men type of thing.
I know, but like, what if they're messing with men's like reproductive organs? Like, what if they're killing, like, if they killed women, like, and then they cause men not to have? Well, why don't they kill men? I don't know. But like something like that. Like maybe they're messing with the reproductive organs, and now they have to carry around this baby because that's like maybe that's the last
this
baby.
Sounds so weird.
I know it sounds weird.
So weird.
It sounds so odd, but we're dealing in the weird, okay? We are in the fucking weird because this is a weird trailer. But maybe that's it, and they're carrying around that baby, trying to keep that baby alive because maybe that's the last female, maybe that's the last baby, maybe they're trying to get that baby to the mom. Who knows?
Well, there's two babies.
There's two babies.
Norman Reedus was carrying one that guy had that died, that tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
And then there's another one inside of him.
How do we know that's inside of him, or is that just like some hallucinatory shit? Like, are we for sure
That's just kind of, that's what I just kind of, assumed since, he had that giant cut on his stomach, the baby was dead beside him in the first trailer, and then in the third trailer, you go inside his mouth and the baby's inside of him. So I just assumed that the aliens knew that the baby was inside of him, so they cut it out.
Okay, well, wow. Oh. I just saw it as a visual cue or something, but I don't think there's actually a baby inside of him.
Then why is there a dead baby laying next to him in the first trailer and a giant cut on his stomach?
Hold on. So it was just a weird sound, but
it's the
I don't
aliens.
know. No, don't you fucking. But I don't know. Maybe like, why would there be a baby inside of him?
I don't know, Darren. This is.
I think that was a visual thing, because who knows? Maybe they could have cut it outside of him, but I think they're just trying to mess with his organs or something.
Plus, in the first trailer, in
the second trailer, Mad Mixkin has all those tentacles coming out of him, so maybe they're trying to put tentacles inside of him.
Well, the baby did have, like, when the baby was, like, actually there in the first trailer, he had, like, those little tentacle things attached to him, and then the baby disappeared, and he was one of the aliens.
Ah.
So is Mad Mikkelsen an alien too?
He has to be working for them or something, because, like, apparently also they, like, turn people into skeleton monsters, so, yeah.
This is, as the more I think about this, I'm just like, what is Kojima on?
He's on another level.
But I'm just...
Because I like how at the Game Awards, you even, what's his face? Norman Reedus was just like, I feel like I need to go on the internet to figure out what's going on. It's just like, you can't ask the guy
he's
right
the main character.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Kojima explained the entire plot of the game to Mads Mikkelsen, and Mads Mikkelsen was completely confused. He didn't know what was going on. So, I don't, maybe Kojima is like trying. Maybe he's like the only one that knows what's actually going on. And he's just like telling all the cast members he's like telling all the cast members like different stories, and he's the only one that actually knows what's going on. He's gonna withhold the entire plot of the game until it comes out.
Look, as long as we can figure out what's going on, fine. But like, I don't like that, because that to me that sounds like what's that movie that came out this year? Damn it. Ah, shit. What was that movie that came out this year? It was with Red Door. It was with the Red fucking Door.
It Comes at Night.
Thank you. Yeah, It Comes at Night. Because the director of that movie, apparently he knows all the answers, but he withheld everything from everybody else. So it's just like, not do that.
There's so many ways you can interpret this stuff, and
that's fun. Because this is something a little bit more than just, like, here's what it is.
It's not cookie cutter. It's definitely not cookie cutter.
Yeah, which is nice.
But oh yeah, and in the first trailer too, the baby is there and then it disappears, and then
Turning to black oil.
the footprints start coming. So I guess the baby's an alien too, or at least turns into an alien after the aliens apparently cut it out of Norman Reedus' body. So there's that too.
Yeah.
The aliens look. Well, I like what they're doing with the aliens, or what Kojima's doing with the aliens.
Oh yeah, they look great, and like I like how they're giant and floating. I mean, I like that. That's really cool. Especially, or if they're aliens, maybe they're like fourth dimensional beings that came from the Big Bang or some shit.
That's entirely possible.
That with this game, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I'm just intrigued. I mean, I really cannot wait to get my hands on this game and just see what it truly is.
Yeah, I just need gameplay. I really just need, I just need to know. Because I mean, I like my story-based games. I like this narrative, but with this game, I'm just like, what is it? Is it a shooter? Is it just though?
It's definitely not a shooter. It's definitely not a shooter.
Is it just? Well, I mean, Metal Gear Solid's a shooter. It's like stealthy, but
Yeah, I don't feel like that. I feel like this is more like a. I don't know what's in. Would you consider Horizon Zero Dawn a shooter?
No, it's like a platformer, third-person adventure thing.
Yeah, more like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're running on Horizon Zero Dawn's engine, and it's open world.
It is open world.
Yes. Are you going to play this game because you're afraid of open world games, Darren?
I don't know. I'm not afraid of them. I'm just wary of them because, sometimes you get out there and it's like, what the fuck? Like, I had to stop playing Red Dead Redemption. I know a bunch of you gamer types are just like, oh, this guy. But, I mean, I got on, Red Dead Redemption. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. Because you can go anywhere.
To be fair, it's probably going to be a more, have you ever played Metal Gear Solid 5? Or
no.
seen any gameplay for it? Well, it's more like a linear open world.
Yeah, that's what I like. Like, you can, just put the path in front of me, but at least have, if I need to veer off that path, I can get easily back on that path.
Yeah. So, Death Stranding. What did you guys think of the trailer? If you watched it, hopefully you didn't watch that monstrosity of a Game Awards show, but if you saw the trailer, let us know what you thought in the comments. Are you excited for the game? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe. Check out all our other videos. And until next time, still last credit, signing off.
Weird shit.